Hey guys, happy Monday. It's episode 185. Welcome back to the show. Hey guys, what's up? It's Jacqueline. Welcome back to the show. Happy Monday. New week. New you. New me. New podcast. New goals, new dreams. Dude, I'm trying my best right now to hold it together. I've been holding my yoga pants out a little bit because there's a tag that's itching me. Hold on. I'm not really prepared. I do have a theme today. It's all about shit I learned on TikTok. So we're going to have a lot of fun. But hold on. I don't care. I live alone. I'm taking my pants off. This is audio only. If this is a visual podcast, this cannot be shown. This would have to be blurred out. When you have a tag that itches, it hurts. It's just so you like get fixated on it, and you're just like, I need to take off my hoodie or my t-shirt or whatever until it's fixed. And like, I feel so much better now. Yeah, anyways, guys, first off, please hit that subscribe button. Sorry. I don't know. I'm like half prepared, but I feel like it's fun to, I don't know, get warmed up for the episode with you guys. But yeah, first off, please hit that subscribe button. I'm here 7 days a week. Yeah, I don't want to explain that at this point. I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm here 7 days a week. Hit that subscribe button. Head over to patreon.com/TJMS. to support the show, get access to more of me if 7 days a week isn't enough, and my Instagram stories and all the social media you follow me on is not enough. I also have a Patreon. I just posted a behind the scenes workday video of like what it's like to live with me and like work from home. So check it out, patreon.com/TJMS. Okay, yeah, like I said, we're going to talk all about shit I learned on TikTok today. I have so many notes. Like, I got really excited before this episode. I like completely nerded out and took notes on all the videos I watched. And then, so yeah, that's what we're going to do today. It's a mixed bag of a little bit of everything. So that's today's theme. And I just feel like I should set the scene really quick, other than the fact that she's pantless and free right now. These yoga pants they're so annoying. So not only is a tag itchy, they go up too high as it is, like they're too high waisted, and so I end up like they cut off my rib cage at the wrong spot, and it always hurts. I just need to throw them away. Do you ever get pissed off at your clothes so much you just throw them away? That's what these pants are done. I'm gonna throw them at the garbage to kind of cue me when I'm done with the episode that fuck you pants. Yep, go over by the mop that I just mopped Jimmy's piss up with. There you go. It's disgusting. I have a mop designated for his piss accidents that are few and far between now, but it's there at all times just in case. And the yoga pants are now like sitting on top of it. It symbolizes that these pants suck. And I could have just cut the tag off, but I don't know. All right. So speaking of Jimmy and peeing, he's fully potty trained, like 99% potty trained, but I want to report to you guys something he's doing right now that is so cute. Guys, my puppy is okay. He reminds me of a cat, how he sleeps on his back and just sprawls out, and he's doing that right now because he just recently discovered how amazing laying on your back feels and just like letting it all hang out and relaxing. And so whenever I check on him, he's on his back, and I don't know, he's being cute. I've got sparkling water here, 365 Whole Foods Market lime sparkling water. And then I've got an iced coffee, and something I need to work on, just like a new goal real quick before I get into the TikTok stuff, is I need to sip slowly. I need to slow it down. I need to smell the roses and sip slowly. I use plastic straws, as you know, and plastic cups, whatever. I feel like the straw is making me chug my coffee, and I don't enjoy it like I should be. And yeah, I just feel like, I don't know if that's the nature of having a big mouth. I have a lot of capacity for a lot to be in there. Like, just, I told you guys, I was so embarrassed to report that, like, one of my insecurities, or not even an insecurity, something I observe about myself is when I'm eating at home in my apartment versus eating around other people and like on a first date. Like, I'm just shoveling it the fuck in, taking the biggest bites. Like, it's disgusting. I feel like it's the same for coffee. I'm just like, it's like 2 chugs and it's done. You should see me drink smoothies. It's like a joke. I don't enjoy smoothies. Smoothies go down like or a protein shake is like a 2-minute or less chugging competition, and that's just what it is with me and my fucking mouth. Okay, so TikTok. Stuff I learned. Let's get right into it. I think you guys probably know and love TikTok as much as I do, so you might have heard about these things before, but I think it's fun to just like learn a little bite-sized bit of information and then regurgitate it and share it back, because that's my favorite way to, or honestly the only way for me to retain what I learn or what I see, is to say it back. So here we go. The first topic is about our cell phones. Apparently there's more to the story than our phones listening to us like we all think. This is something I just learned. And a quick disclaimer before I explain this. Based on people's judgmental comments on this TikTok, this is not, apparently they say this isn't true, this isn't real, but a computer scientist made this TikTok, so I feel like she knows what's up. I don't know. Basically, there are ultrasonic beacons. Okay. Basically, there's like noises that are out there in this world that our phones that are planted so our phones can hear them, but we can't. And so, for example, a lot of TV commercials have these. So, as you're watching the commercial, in the background of the audio about, like, I don't know, Lunesta, like get a good night's sleep or whatever. That's like a weird example. Or Nike ad. There's an ultrasonic noise in the background that your phone is picking up on. So the advertisers like can see like when and where you were when you listen to the commercial, what time, like all this stuff, and they can send you ads that way, or they can target you based on that. So pretty cool, pretty fascinating. I had never heard of this before. It makes a lot of sense. Like I get it. And there's also ultrasonic beacons. Honestly, I'm like freaked out by the word beacon right now. I just need to like look it up. I get it, but I like don't. Beacon. A beacon is an intentionally conspicuous device designed to attract attention to a specific location. A common example is the lighthouse, which provides a fixed location that can. So yeah, that makes sense now. A beacon is basically a lighthouse that attracts attention for a specific reason. So fucking, I'm trying my best. Like I'm not a teacher, and I've never explained this before, so this is just kind of like based off of my chicken scratch notes I took with my old. This is like from my mom's office. This pen I'm using. And I chew on the pen cap, and yeah, again, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about my mouth anymore. All right. So basically in stores, these beacons are placed throughout the store, and then you're basically, your phone can hear the noise. And so then that it can track where you're moving in the aisles and like how much time you're spending in the aisles, and then like what you're looking at based on your location. And then it can literally send you targeted coupons when you're standing by a product that you're like deciding to buy or not. It can like send you, your phone will pick up on that, and then they'll send you a fucking coupon. So that's kind of crazy, but also genius. And next time you're standing in front of an Xbox 360, are those even a thing anymore? And next time you're standing in front of something expensive in a store, just stick around, pitch a tent, camp out for a minute, wait for a coupon to roll in your email, and then I don't know. I feel like this happens at like Target. Again, this may or may not be true. People are like, no, because you're did I forget if I said this, a lot of apps will quote unquote passively turn on the microphone, because I think you can allow that in your settings. And a lot of people in the comments are like, no, that's not like that's not, your phone isn't capable of just like allowing the mics to be turned on if you didn't permit it. So whatever. So yeah, I learned that, which is kind of fun. I guess the next thing, let's change topics here. I'm gonna do a little transition sip before I talk about it. How are you guys doing, by the way? How is your Monday so far? How's your week gonna be? Manifest it, envision it, dream it. Thoughts become things. Think positive. Okay. Yeah, that was a good sip of that. I love sparkling water. Jacqueline, baby sips, small sips. There you go. Okay. This is crazy, but the next topic has to do about the narrative changing about the U.S. In China. And there was a video of a guy. So this is all based on stuff I saw on TikTok. And then I went further and looked up a bunch of YouTube videos to confirm that this is actually happening. But anyways, apparently China has released a report about human rights issues in the U.S., and they're saying that it's gotten really bad here because of the pandemic. And obviously, like, as a citizen here, I can confirm, like, shit's pretty bad. But it's funny how, or like, normally we're the country that is calling out other countries on their human rights issues, and like China, of all places, is coming out about this and saying that, and the narrative has flipped. And I feel like we literally just like handed this to them on a platter, and we're like, here, you know, it's like I feel like this is what they were. Isn't this the plan? You know, we're fucking weak now. And so, yeah, they're basically saying that, you know, shit's fucked here. We got a human rights issue, which is kind of interesting coming from China. Apparently, you know, they've got internment camps, concentration camps. Like, they've got that going on, and they're worried about human rights issues in the U.S., like what's happening. And I did watch, it was in Chinese, but there was a translator thing, and the woman literally said, like, in China, we value our, you know, people, and they're like, she said this whole speech about how they take care of their people so well, and you know, and it's just it was funny to me. But look, I know they've got their concentration camps, but I feel like, I mean, we have the most people in jail of anywhere in the world, so it's like, is that even? I don't know. Jail, concentration camps, slight difference. I mean, big difference, but it's kind of like, honestly, I feel like jail is a concentration camp. I don't know. It's not okay. It's not like torture, but like, okay. But also, like, this isn't just happening in China. There's people saying that in their countries, like in Germany, this kind of narrative is being put around the news. And then let me just watch. I watched a YouTube video here. Let me find it. Hold on. Here we go. CGTN. Is that Turkey? I don't know why I feel like that's a Turkish news place, but whatever. Okay.
China has published a report responding to the report by the United States over the human rights situation right around the globe. In fact, in that report, China says that there are still serious human rights problems in the United States as of 2013. The report says that the U.S. presents itself, and I quote, as the global judge of human rights, and has made arbitrary attacks and irresponsible comments on the human rights situation in other countries. It calls it a blatant violation of international law. The report also mentions that there are child laborers working in the agricultural sector in the U.S.
There are child laborers working in the agricultural sector of the U.S. They're concerned about our child labor, and China's concerned about that. It's just fun. It's just weird. But yeah, I think it's like something like this. I don't know. Especially what that woman said. I was like, again, it was in Chinese, but it was translated. It was literally like, how could the U.S. treat its people this poorly? And it's like, is it that bad here? I know it's not great, but is it, in comparison to China, like, what the it doesn't, like, my brain can't comprehend their perspective on the, like, it's worse than ever here, but human rights crisis, I don't know. it's just crazy. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that. I don't know if you guys heard anything about that. I'm trying to like stay woke about the world affairs and news, I guess. I don't know. Let's do something helpful right now about, or do I want to do something helpful for you guys or something fun for you guys right now with the next segment? Let's do something helpful. This has to do with confidence. This is going to be your confidence tip with Jacqueline. She learned on TikTok. So this is unoriginal. It's not my own. These are not my own thoughts. I feel like this has been written in every single self-help book ever, but basically it goes like this. Your mindset has the ability to ruin your life or make it awesome. Like, I feel like we all know that at this point. The mind is everything. It's all about mental health, having positive thoughts, thinking good thoughts, manifesting your thoughts into reality. But it's really like that. I mean, the thing I want to share with you, the confidence tip, is about the mindset you have whenever you enter new groups of people, going on a first date, going to a party with strangers, going on a job interview. Like, the mindset that kills that and that's ruining your life, if you still have it, and this is something that I think a lot of us grow out of in life, but maybe not. I do think some people you could hear this and go, if I didn't hear Jacqueline say this today, I might have gone my whole life in this, with carrying this mindset and being in this mode around new people. So here it is. Like, the mindset that you don't want to have that's not serving you is like going in front of new people and being like, how can I seem cool? How can I, like, what can I do right now to impress them? How can I seem qualified to be their friends? And how can I seem qualified to be, qualified for this job, whatever it is. Like, you're in this performance mode where you're performing for other people to get their approval, and you're putting out the energy that's like, you feel like, you can't mess up, you can't make any mistakes in front of these new people, and you have to prove something to them. So you're basically there to perform and to be accepted, to become accepted, and to be likable and all that. So don't do that. If that's not obvious, stop doing that. This is what you want to do. Bitch, let's boss up right now together. This is something I do now, and I think, thank God for TikTok, I learned how to be the main character of my life. And for, the confidence tip I learned from TikTok that I'm sharing right now is be the main character and be Simon Cowell on American Idol. Like, instead of you performing for other people and performing while they're judging you, instead of doing that, you are Simon Cowell. And everyone you meet for the first time, or everyone you're around, is auditioning for you and for your show and for your life. And so you're thinking like, okay, like, are these people even cool enough for me? Like, how are they impressing me right now? Like, do I even like them? Or like, why should I be your friend? Like, why should I even work for you? Whatever. So you're flipping the script basically, and you're in control. You're the one with the upper hand or whatever, because I think the other mode where you're like trying to like morph and perform and like fit in, when you're in that mode, you kind of have this skittish, scared energy about you that it's there and you don't even realize it. And I think a lot of people do this, and I think that's why a lot of people meet and it's awkward at first. It's because everyone's in that offense or like that mode, and it's like this awkward energy. And so yeah, I don't know, there's your confidence tip. And I think, again, like, if you didn't hear me say this today, you might have that struggle for the rest of your life where it takes you a while to adjust to new people. And like, dude, and it's also like, whenever you're around new people, walk slower, move slower, slow down. Like I'm always like, not always. I don't want to say that because I'm like a recovered people pleaser, recovered scared puppy and with strangers. Like I think I put on a good show. Like I can hold my own. I'm good with people, but it's gone to the point now where I am so like cool and like calm and like zen because it just feels better and you're really taking the time to absorb people, take in their new energy and like dissect and analyze what's happening and again, like if you even like them, if what they're how they're performing in front of you is like a good fit for you in your life and your quote unquote show, Simon Cowell. Like, so I don't know. I just think something I'm learning as I grow up is there are different ways of being and acting and thinking that you really have to rewire your brain around. Like you have to and practice it and you can have a better life experience if you take the time to like make a point to make these changes and like learn these new things because I think it goes a lot of us like I said go through life without even realizing what we're doing or how we're behaving. And so yeah, there you go. Confidence with Jacqueline, move slow, like literally just like move slower. People that walk fast, talk fast, everything's fast, appear insecure and appear yeah, and like they don't appear confident. Confident people are like slow motion, bitch. It's hot as like when guys are like that, dude. When a guy moves slow, it's so hot. Okay, so and I practice that at the laundromat around like for example, hot. I'm like, okay, I don't want to tell that story because I'm embarrassed about the fact that I even go to the laundromat. It's a whole thing. So I guess we should move on to the next topic. How are you guys liking this episode? I really hope this is fun because it's like, oh, she's teaching things. She's telling us about, you know, current events and stuff. I don't know. It's a good practice, though, to talk things out after you learn them because I think, again, it helps retain information better. So, excuse me. That was, look, I literally just had like a sip of LaCroix or 365 Whole Foods Market Lime sparkling water with coffee. It's such a bad combo, but I can't stop. Tell me you're a millennial without telling me you're a millennial. Coffee addiction, iced coffee addiction, and sparkling water addiction. So I think we should do a fun segment here because, I don't know, just to break it up. I saw this thing that I literally believed because of how ridiculous cancel culture has gotten with the whole like recent Dr. Seuss, Mr. Potato Head thing and like the Coca-Cola like everything's so dumb now that I actually believe this. This girl made a video that said that white straight teeth are canceled. Like why can't teeth be brown? Why can't teeth be yellow? Why do teeth have to be straight? Why can't they be gay, bisexual, etc.? And she was saying it, like at the end of the day, it was a joke. But I was with a lot of people in the comments were like, "Oh, I believed you at first." Like we're at that point where, like, hearing that straight white teeth are canceled isn't. I'm not shocked. I'm just like, oh, people are actually thinking that's wrong. And they actually like they mentally or their brain, this new woke brain, this new that I believe needs to be in a lab. We need to dissect. Like once these people die, they're whatever, or we could sacrifice them, whatever. These new brains need to be studied. This is not normal. This is not rational thinking. This is not. It doesn't make any sense. How are these people coming up with these ridiculous thoughts? So, anyways, I just heard that straight white teeth that's not okay. Why can't teeth be gay? Why can't teeth be brown? Why do they have to be white and straight? Oh yeah, and speaking of straight, something else from TikTok is TikTok my new it's like reading a book and then like telling you something I read in a book, but yet it's not that. It's just like something I heard through the grapevine from social media, but I don't know, there's a lot. The thing I like about TikTok is it provides me with a lot of new ideas and new concepts and new like things like I've never heard before, or just like the things that help me like resurface that I did know about. So I don't know. But speaking of straight teeth, Jesus, there's like a new movement called the super straight movement, where super straight people, it's like they have their own flag at this point. It's like a brown, no, it's a orange square emoji with a black square emoji right next to it. I don't know. And it's like it's like if you put she her in your bio, it's like you put that because you're super straight, and you're um like for example, if you're a man, super straight means you are only attracted to women born as a woman, I guess. Or like yeah, you're super straight. Same goes for women. Like you're super straight. Only like men born as a man that stayed a man, or I don't know. So that's kind of, it's just wild. Speaking of, since we're on this like woke, new brain, radical shit topic right now, I really think I'm at this point now with it all where there's a cap. Like I feel like the pendulum's going to swing back. Things are going to even out. There's enough talk happening, or it's like brewing right now that's so against it that I think it's gonna like I said, it'll level out where it won't be taken so seriously or literally. It'll just be like a complete fucking joke. Like if Mr. Potato Head gets canceled in 2025, we'll just roll our eyes and be like, okay, for the 0.0004% of people that, you know, we'll just be like, oh, that's their thing. Like we won't give it energy or accept it. Where now it's like, I think what's happening is there's too many people getting on board without seeing how ridiculous it is, where it's become like a cancel movement. I don't know what I'm saying. I just feel like over time it'll level out and it'll stop. But if it doesn't, like, how do we stop it? Speak up about it. Everyone assume a leadership position. Get up on a podium in your community and fucking get out there and protest against cancel culture. Like, is it going to be that? I don't know. I just think it's... Who said, did Elon say, or someone said about Elon that he's trying to make the world seem as close to like a ridiculous video game as possible, like where nothing makes sense. And I think, is he doing that, or did he say that? Something about that, where I don't know if you guys feel this too, but everything just seems off and like not, there's no rationale behind anything that's happening. Everything's stupid and weird and backwards. And it's hard to like conceptualize and to like sit back and like soak it all in at once, because so much is changing and evolving to this weird place that I don't quite understand. Because here's why I think this is part of it, is I'm like an old dog. Like an old dog you can't teach a new trick to. What am I saying? I'm kind of set in my ways. Like, I like how I was raised. I like how I was parented. I like the world I grew up in before the last, I don't know, I'd say like, honestly, the last 5-ish years have been accelerating, or the last 5 years have been slowly crumbling in terms of like society and cancel culture and like the social media bullshit out there that I don't like. And so anyways, up until that point, like, and maybe I'm getting older too, so I'm more aware of how crazy things are, but I don't know, there's something to be said about the olden days, bitch, that there's some goodness there. I don't want that to get erased. And I'm still holding on to that, and I don't have it's not that I don't have an open mind. I just don't have an open mind to bullshit like this Mr. Potato Head stuff. Like that kind of just I don't have an open mind to a lot of woke things. Because I think it's a lot of it's a reach. A lot of it is just to make a super small population of people happy, that all of a sudden we're changing everything about society so that 4 people aren't offended. You know, it's not, that's something I just don't, I don't support or I just don't get it. So anyways, I guess my big question about it all is like, when does it stop? Like, when does cancel culture end? How does it end? And it's not like it needs to go away. When is the ridiculous stuff gonna end? Shit needs to get canceled here. And like, obviously, yeah, people should be canceled for certain horrible things, but I don't know. Did you guys know that Thursday, purple, November, and the number 49 have the same energy? Switching topics, sorry. Okay, this is back on let's get to the fun segment. Let's get back to that. There's this trend on TikTok about things having the same energy that don't belong together, or like objects having the same energy, like a person's name and then an object having the same energy. Like if Jacqueline was an object, what energy would I give off? Like what would the same, I feel like Jacqueline and honestly like ballet flats, right? Would be the same energy. Why do I feel like that? Yeah, I'd say me and ballet flats. Jacqueline and ballet flats, same energy. Not like me, Jacqueline, like how you know me, just like my name. But anyways, yeah, there's a trend, and so one of them that made so much sense to me as soon as I heard it, I was like, what the hell? How does that make how does that make sense? How do so many people agree that Thursday, the color purple, November, and the number 49 have the same exact energy? And I feel like purple and Thursday, like there's the U-R, like I get that. It just like your brain puts those two together. And then I'm like, well, November and Thursday make sense because November is like the second to last month of the year. Thursday is the second to last day of the work week. 49 is kind of like purple. I don't know. It just made sense. And then like another one was TV static, which is that even a thing anymore? Static on the television. Do you guys remember touching that? It would like electrocute you, kind of, or it felt fuzzy. Yeah. So TV static, the taste of carbonated, like the sensation of carbonated drinks on your tongue, and the tingle in your hand after it falls asleep all have the same energy. Do you guys get the trend? Like that's going around TikTok right now, and it's kind of wild how people even thought these things up, and then a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I agree too. Is it groupthink? Everyone just goes, oh yeah. One person says and then everyone's like on board. But yeah, it's wild. Another fun thing I saw, there's these new workout classes going around the world, or I don't even know if there's like a lot of them, but it's basically a bungee class, a bungee workout class where, do you guys remember those? Like the last time I was in a bungee, like, you know those jumpy things babies jump in? Those little swings, they bounce up and down. Like it's basically that, but for adults. You're hooked into a bungee thing, suspended to the ceiling, and then you do a synchronized workout dance thing where you hop around on the floor with a workout instructor. And so that looks so fun, and I don't know, I just saw that and I was like, well, I would never want to leave class. That would just be I don't know, it's like you're on a trampoline but you're in your own bungee. I don't know. So is that interesting? I'm just sharing fun stuff right now. Should I move on? I should do like one more topic. How much I gotta see what those go for now. What was it called? The Jolly Jumper? Baby Jumper. Baby jumper. The skip hop, silver lining cloud. Dude, they're kind of so I'm thinking like, okay, if I have a kid, how much does it cost to get them to swing like that? Why am I all, dude? Oh God. Speaking of kids and stuff, I got to tell you a TikTok I saw. It's kind of the intermission for the last topic. Jolly Jumper stand for 86.81 Amazon. It's about what I'd put it at. But see, then you can get like the aesthetic one that's like there, aesthetic kid shit that's like neutral and minimal, and like their toys are just so like like Instagrammable, like that kind of shit. There's a jumpy thing right now for $515 called the Tot. 3 pairs Robin triple play center. The Tot. $515. Free shipping. All right. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny how like I'm talking blogger house babies. Like their toy, everything's so aesthetic and cute. There's no crazy colors or things that hurt the eyes. So like when the parents are looking at all the toys, it's not fucking gonna make them cross-eyed and increase their cortisol. It's all zen. Baby Zola or Baby Winter. What's a weird baby name? Like I don't know. Okay, but yeah, speaking of kids and like looking up how much kid swings or whatever cost, it's International Women's Day, so I'm going to bring this up because I'm a woman and I'll say this about being a woman. There's a lot of man hate and bullshit about, and there's so much shit talk about men on the internet that I just don't understand. Like, I personally don't relate to or get it all, and I've never really understood like a lot of the feminist movement ideas, and it's just, I am kind of one of those people that's like, it is what it is. There is a reason for it, and I don't think women should be, I don't think the power should shift to an equal, like men and women are on the same exact power field or whatever like, I don't know. There should be a mutual appreciation for what the other, it should be like a yin yang. We are capable of, like, women offer X, Y, and Z to society that men don't, and so they're, they have that on men, and then men have, their shit they offer to society. It's just like I don't know, I have like a mutual appreciation. It's like, look, they got their strength and their leadership. I don't fucking know. So whatever. There's just a lot of, like, I've been in a lot of clubhouse rooms lately where it ends up being, for whatever reason, a bitch session about the patriarchy and men and misogyny, and I'm just like, what? I don't know. Maybe it's because, look, I've had bad experiences with men. Like, okay, okay, not like dark, terrible, illegal experiences. I'm saying like where I've received that sexist stuff, or I've been hit on in the workplace, or said, received an inappropriate, like, what is it called? Like, comment or something. But I don't know. I don't immediately go, all men are bad. Fuck. Okay, why am I? The reason I brought this up, sorry, I wasn't really prepared to even say anything about that, but just like cliff notes from the top of my brain right there. The reason I said this, or I wanted to bring this up, is because I saw a girl on TikTok spell out how she's all for women supporting women, but it seems like whenever a woman doesn't, isn't very like career focused, whenever a woman doesn't want to be a boss babe and like build her empire and like go after some amazing giant career, and she wants to be a homemaker and she wants to raise a family and like take care of the house and cook and clean and take care of her husband, like whenever that is put out there, like there's a negative, it seems like there's a negative, what's it called, stereotype around that. Like, you're not, like, that you should be going after it, girl. You should be going after the career. You can be just like a man and do and be a CEO and be like a, the leader, top person of your company, and da da da, like you should go after it, and you're more than just a homemaker. Like there's this weird dialogue around it, and I'm just sitting there going, I felt that because I, like, as a woman on International Women's Day, can confidently say that I am not super career driven. I'm not, um, it's not like my goal in life to run a company or like go big with my career. Um, I'm not like, that's not where my brain is at. I think at the end of the day, I like a good balance of like, I want a good balance of obviously working and having something going for myself, and then having a family and like literally like doing laundry and cooking and bringing my kids to school and like soccer practice and like taking care of my husband and like tending to the house. Like I want mostly that with a job on the side, I feel like. Someday. Like I just want to be there for my kids. I want to be present. I don't want to have like a, I don't know. If I had to pick, like that's what I would want. I wouldn't want to lead with like I'm this, you know, I don't, but then again, it's like, well, if you build yourself up to the point where you could just like not have to work all the time because you own shit, you run that company, you run that bitch, and then you can just be home all the time and be a homemaker and if you get to that point, I don't know. But it's just like I just related to her when she said that because I was like, I think a lot of women struggle with that in this day and age with like the boss babe movement and stuff, which is fabulous. Like I consider myself like, I don't like to call, I joke that I'm a boss babe. Like I think that's fucking annoying if you like refer to yourself as that, but I'm a boss babe. Like all these accounts about that are just, they make me cringe, to be honest. I think it's like great, but also I just am not, I'm not trying to like climb a fucking mountain, the career mountain. I don't know. I want a simple life. I want a house. I want a husband. I want a dog. I want kids. I want to cook and clean all day. And I fucking love that. And you guys know I was in wife school for a minute. That's what I call it, where I lived with someone and basically did that full time. Like I just was in charge of the home and the shopping and the keeping the house up and the cleaning, the cooking, cooking breakfast every single morning, making dinner every single day. Like that was my life, and it's so nice. Like I think like that's my place. Like I love it. I love it. And it would be hell if I was like working 12 hours a day, grinding to the bone with kids and like trying to do that too. Like I couldn't. So that's why as a woman, I'm like, yep, I'll just like podcast in our basement and then eventually just like do this and then like have a job, like like not a huge job on the side and just like live my best life. What is that called? A stay-at-home mom. I remember on career day, I never got it. I was like, are you kidding me? I think I was a flight attendant for career day, but one of my friends was a stay-at-home mom. She showed up to school with a like a stroller and a like a baby in it, and then she just had like a mom outfit on. She's like, yeah, when I grow up I want to be a stay-at-home mom. It's like, dude, that's kind of the dream, right? I don't know. Like if you're going to do it, here's what I have to say about that. If I'm going to have kids, if I'm going to get married, have kids, get a house, do that thing, I don't want to half-ass it. I want to be a stay-at-home mom, like I want to be a boss babe stay-at-home mom. Like I just want to like fully do it. I want to be hands-on. I want my kids to have a great childhood because I'm present. I'm there to be with them and to like, I'm not gone all the time. I'm not, which is I think good for kids though too to have like fucking tough it out with that. Like the amount of times like I'm not absolutely my parents I never look at childhood and go, "Oh, I wish I was raised differently." Like I like the fact that my mom worked a lot and then like I'd be waiting 30 minutes after school for her to pick me up. It built character. Like it made me it made me a stronger person. Like, I don't know. Like, there's certain things about my childhood that sucked because my parents both worked a lot, that because they had to. I mean, it was like, that's just what it was. But I feel like it was good. It was like good for me. So I don't know. But yeah, just some thoughts on Women's Day. What do you guys think about that? Okay. Did I want to talk about the last topic? Yeah, I'll do it. Here's your daily dose of an existential crisis. There's two. First one I forgot about, but TikTok resurfaced or like put this on the top of my brain again. I forgot that we don't know how eels reproduce, and they literally swim to the Bermuda, what is it, the Bermuda Triangle. Okay, I'm trying to think of this off the top of my head. Eels go to the Bermuda Triangle to like spawn, or no, that's not even spawn. They just migrate there, and then all of a sudden there's like baby eels floating out of the ground in the bottom of the ocean in the Bermuda Triangle, and nobody knows where they come from because there's no trace or evidence of little eggs or anything. So we don't know how they reproduce. There's your first existential crisis. That's not even an existential crisis. That's just something that's wild. I have a tab open here because I wanted to talk about eel reproduction, but I kind of want to talk about the Great Attractor instead. This is the real existential crisis. So you guys might know about this, but the so-called Great Attractor is about the fact that there's a gravitational anomaly. End of the episode. She's coming down. Anomaly that there's a gravitational anomaly that we are being pulled to one specific region in space, and we don't know why. So, like, we're always in motion. We're always moving. We know this. The universe, like, everything's moving in the universe. And right now, we're, like, on pace at some point to collide or run into the Andromeda Galaxy, which won't happen in our lifetime, but, like, that's where we're moving right now. And then, like, within that and the Milky Way, and everything is moving to to a specific region in space, and we don't know why. So that's why, and it's called the Great Attractor. I'll read here. Google. The Great Attractor is a gravitational anomaly in intergalactic space and the apparent central gravitational point of the Laniakea supercluster. I don't know if I said that right. The observed anomalies, that's the word of the day, anomalies suggest a localized concentration of mass, millions of times more massive than the Milky Way. So basically, will the Great Attractor kill us? People ask. But now scientists have come a step closer to understanding what the Great Attractor is, and one expert reassures us it will not destroy our galaxy. Astronomers believe the Great Attractor is not an object, but instead a point in the center of the supercluster of galaxies in which our Milky Way sits. So a point. What's a point? Is it like the fucking bathtub drain of the universe? That's how I think of it. I'm just like, we're all being sucked to one point that's just like that. But if you get sucked up to it, where do you go? Dude, okay, I'll be honest. Like, I grew up nerding out about space. I had a telescope. I was looking at the moon all the time. I was fucking taking notes in my National Geographic Kids magazines. Like, I had a notebook. I would just take notes off of that. I just like nerded out about space a lot, and I really haven't had a deep convo with myself about it, or really thought about space in a while. And I love it, don't get me wrong, like, I love it, but I feel like I think it's kind of, because here's the thing, we don't know what questions to ask, we don't know what's out there, we don't know what we don't know. Okay. And anything I say is going to be something you've heard before. Someone questioning the universe and space exactly the same as everyone else who does it. So I'm hesitant to like share my thoughts about it, other than I did share my sky plankton, sky fish theory many times. Um, I've shared my like inception with, or not inception, my theory about how aliens are just us in the future and we are aliens back in time and they are the evolved species. Like we're, but for whatever reason, we live simultaneously on this planet with, okay, why am I going to explain this right now when this is not that episode. I've basically explained my theories about space and shit and aliens all I've done in the past, and I don't know, I get annoyed with myself. I'm like, dude, this is just all bullshit. Like I don't nobody knows. Why am I trying to figure it out? I'll never know. I love the idea though. I love the idea of never dying and like you're just like uh you live like you reincarnation where do you emphasize the how do you say that word? Reincarnate? Reincarnate. Reincarnate. If you say it too many times it doesn't sound like a word. Reincarnation, I'm into that. I think that's dope. Um oh god, I'm not going to be able to explain it back, but I did see another TikTok where someone was explaining how like it's too complicated. It has to do with like when you um like your first trauma is birth. And then he goes into like your life and like how after you are born and how it's fucking wild. I'm really into hearing other people talk about it, but I don't like when I talk about it cuz I just I don't know what I don't know and it's too much for me. And I think my space thoughts have been clouded and replaced with simulation thoughts because that is seeming like a higher possibility every fucking day that we get more and more technology and stare at our fucking phones. So I believe that we are in the big bang. What is my tweet or my thing I said about this current moment of human evolution? I'm like, this is like the big bang right now, but it's not the big bang like how the universe started. It's like the big bang of flesh and technology colliding together. So we're basically eventually going to be half flesh, half tech. Like, I mean, if we're going to do the Neuralink thing, that's just step one. That's just the beginning. And then I think of like, if you watch Star Trek, like a Borg is like they're a robot plus a fleshy person, right? Dude, I haven't looked at a Borg in a while. What's that episode? Star Trek starts with a C. First Contact? No. Star Trek Borg. Dude, I used to sit in the garage with my dad and he'd like work on shit in the garage and then there'd be like Star Trek on the old TV and it was just like the best. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're like half this is what I think humans are going to end up doing. Just like we'll have pieces of technology inserted somehow or just like with us. And I don't know if it's the type of thing where cuz here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not like we're going to evolve to the point where like babies are born with like metal and like chips, in them. Like it's not like that. I feel like it's something when you're born, you're implanted, there's a surgery, there's something going like it's attached to you at some point in your life. It's not like a biological evolution where technology is just going to like be part of our makeup. I still think it's going to be patchwork forever. It's always going to be patchwork because for whatever reason, everything in this universe that we know that's alive is a fleshy, cellular type of organism, and then technology is like the foreign entity that we use as a tool that like helps our fleshy body. Does it sound like I'm high? I'm like literally not. I'm just like thinking like it like helps improve our life. Like you can like we built a ladder. out of, like, think of like wood and metal. It's just like, well, wood is natural, but like metal, okay. It's all from there. Like, it's wild. Like, I'm looking at a FedEx Express truck right now, and that bitch is metal, and that bitch is rubber, that bitch is electric. It's just wild how, like, that all somehow came from the earth. Somehow. Do you guys want me to do more episodes like this? I don't know. Like, these are just, here's what happens. This is what happened today. Let me recap and I want to end it. I browse on TikTok once in a while, and whenever I do that, I save videos about things that are interesting to me or things I want to share in the podcast. And then what I do is I go, okay, Jacqueline, you've been redundant for so long. You basically have the same day every day, and you podcast about the same thing all the time. So I get to the point where I'm like, okay, time to go back to those TikToks, take notes, and share some new interesting shit with my audience. So that's what I did today. I have a couple pages of notes here I was referring to the whole time. I don't know if it sounded like if it ever sounded like I was reading a script. I was just like reading my notes. But yeah, that's what I did today. And then at the end there, it just went into like what my brain thinks about the universe and evolution and fucking robots and whatever. But I don't know. Like, I'll be honest, like, I've been high before when I've recorded, just like once or twice, I think. Like, it was like usually anytime I was like sexy time with Jacqueline, it's like a nighttime episode. Those episodes back in the beginning when like the first time I ever did them at night, a couple times I smoked, and I just feel like I could do that more often, and then like it could be fun. Like, it helps me, honestly, just like, I get so creative, and my brain, it like unlocks things in my brain that are dormant and I don't really think about normally. And so, you know, just for the content, I think maybe once a month I could do that and just make it fun for you guys. And again, I realize that I'm not anything I say is like already been said before, and it's like something you probably think too. So it's fun to hear someone else say it. But whenever I talk about like the universe and like simulation and robots and technology and like, it's just the same shit everyone else is saying. So I don't know if you guys would want me to do more episodes around those big life topics or whatever. So, all right, happy Monday. I don't know. I just have like a work day to get back to. I'm just having like a good day with my puppy. Just kind of a long episode. Cause here's what I could do. I could just pick one TikTok, explain it, and then do more research, and then the entire episode could be based on that, instead of like the random the random mixed bag of stuff I said today. All right, love you guys lots. Hope you had a great I hope you enjoyed this episode. Whatever, I don't care if you didn't. It's just like whatever. I should care. I mean, this is for you guys to here's the thing, I don't want to waste your time, so that's on you. If you're like 10 minutes into this and you're bored, it's on you that you kept listening and I wasted your time. So I'm not going to take accountability for my actions, because look, I set out to podcast every day, and I'm still showing up. I'm still doing it. And that's good for me. That's good for, I don't know. That's all I kind of worry about. I don't really worry about quality, because that'll happen like after my training wheels come off. Year two is when Jacqueline takes off the training wheels. And I know you should just do it now. Stop, like, the advice would be, whatever. Here's my mindset about podcasting every day. I got to get my reps in. I got to work on myself, talking, carrying conversation, putting my thoughts into words, which is something I've been insecure about for my whole fucking life. About I'm not able to, like, say what I think in a way that makes sense to other people a lot. And I get that a lot in conversations, especially in business and meetings and shit. I'm like, ah, fuck, I have to re-explain it. And that's tough, because I've had that insecurity for so long, and it's stupid because I don't think I'm there anymore. I think I'm holding on. Like, that's literally, it started in high school, and I still tell that bullshit story to myself. But I'm putting this first year under my belt to just work on myself and get better. And, like, you know, it's about, you guys also know I have an issue with sticking to goals and being accountable, and this is forcing me to do that. So, I showed up. I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. I'll be here tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe. And yeah, if you want to see me hanging out at in my apartment and training my dog, and behind the scenes content, extra videos, pictures I've never posted, like throwbacks from like just like funny throwbacks, go to patreon.com/tjms to check it out. Patrons get shout outs on Fridays. They get phone calls, and they're my favorite people of all time. So check it out, patreon.com/tjms. All right, I got to get back to work. That was fun, though. Highlight of my day is podcasting. I still think it's the best thing ever. So it's great being here with you guys. Hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.